Hello and welcome to a new morning briefing video presented by Stein Investments. In this video, I'll provide a short market analysis, review yesterday's trades, and show how and where one of my brokers cheated me. And last but not least, I tell you where to find the latest morning briefing template updates, and I also created a tutorial video of how to install them into your MT4 and MT5, but this will come in a separate video later today. It's already recorded but not yet cut, and I wanted to produce the morning briefing video at first. So what we can see at first sight is that the total trading volume, even though it dropped for 3 hours now, is still a lot higher than at the beginning of this week. This means the retail traders regain trust into the forex markets and run more open positions than at the beginning of this week. What we can see as well is that the Asian session was very active because most of the currencies are here marked as neutral because they exceeded the 80% ATR, and there are only 3 green ones left. The Japanese yen moved the most with 120%, and there has been no news at all, at least not in the regular economic calendars. And the main reason why there has been this massive volume change and movement in the market was another speak of President Donald Trump, who announced a double of the tariffs for Chinese imports, which of course caused a reaction by the Chinese and so on. So Mr. Trump is definitely a guarantee for heavy volatility in the Asian session, and we can see that in the Asian currencies, starting with the US dollar against the Japanese yen, who spiked here to the upside. This pair is already at 105% ATR, and the Aussie dollar, US dollar is constantly going down, as we can see here. Yeah, in hindsight, my take profit from yesterday's trade is only a very tiny part of this amazing move. Maybe I should drop the idea of profit targets and just trail my stops. Yeah, that's how it is. I can live with that. At least this trade has been right and we've taken the profits. The situation on the New Zealand dollar is of course identical to the Aussie dollar because they are usually moving parallel. So this is very unlikely that they split apart because of their highly correlated economies. And while we are at it, we can directly dive into the trade recap because I traded the New Zealand dollar, US dollar yesterday as well. And here has been news in the US dollar, and that was exactly the point where this broker cheated on me because I had the identical position running on IC markets as well, and there it went to its profit target, while here it has been stopped out due to an extreme spread that was nowhere else seen. And I know that exactly because on IC markets I use a raw spread account, and if the spread would have been that high, I would have expected to be stopped out on IC markets rather than here where I have not a raw spread account, but in this case they seem to think they can do whatever they want. This is how you destroy trust in a broker, and I'll probably continue my trading starting from next month on IC markets. Even though we had some nice profits, this is not the way how to deal with your customers, and I'm seriously pissed about it because there is definitely no reason to act like that as a broker. They should earn enough money from the commission of every trade and stuff like that. I don't mention the name because I don't want to get into trouble, but my decision is pretty clear. I will stop my business with them and focus completely on IC markets which deserves definitely more trust than this one. Either way, that was just this topic. Let's move on to the Aussie dollar Canadian, where I yesterday presented a screenshot with the filter option I'm now be able to use thanks to this double strategy setup. And I posted a screenshot on the MQL5 morning briefing channel rerun there. I can't do that on YouTube, so please subscribe to the MQL morning briefing channel as well, and then you will get our screenshot updates as well. I'll post the link right below this video so that you can subscribe there anytime. So here has been an easy scalping strategy setup. The extreme opposite has been reached. Here was the entry signal, but as you can see, I didn't took it. And why I didn't took it is this mess here at the bottom of the chart. FX Power clearly says that both of these currencies are on the same side, and so there is no action to be expected, even though the Aussie dollar is weaker than the Canadian dollar. But I clearly prefer if both currencies stand on the opposite side of the FX Power scale. So I would have taken this trade if the Canadian dollar would have been clearly on the buy side of the scale. It would have worked anyway for a few pips, but that's not what we are hunting for. And I've seen another example this week was the euro against the British pound, as far as I remember. And there I lost the trade because they've been both on the same side as well. And so I defined this as new filter option for my easy scalping triggers. Last but not least, there has been one on the British pound against the Aussie dollar, which I closed here because I admit I was a bit frustrated after this stop out, and then I lost my patience on this one, which was a failure, as you can clearly see. And so I closed it in profit just to keep the profit, but it would have reached my target as well, and so the profit could have been higher. Anyway, that's how it is. The day has been ended in profit anyway, and these are the entire results of the complete week, and I'm very happy about that. That's how trading should be, and it would have been more if this one wouldn't have been stopped out, because then we would have gotten not the loss here, but a serious profit on a New Zealand dollar, US dollar, where I yesterday placed my target a bit far away and it would have been reached. But yeah, I'm happy with the profits achieved this week because they prove the professionality and profitability of the approach we provide here with this tool set. You can constantly gain profits every single day if you act with discipline and patience. From an analysis perspective, you get everything you need. You get our templates, you get tutorial videos on each strategy, and you get almost daily a morning briefing video where we explain how to analyze the market and which trades we take and which not. And we see the impact in our Telegram trading chat group, where more and more traders publish screenshots of their profitable trades and where they almost can't believe how easy it could be if you are guided the right way. And I'm pretty sure we are, with this complete service and offer, very unique in the entire MetaTrader world, where many more people claiming to be able to achieve profits than those that really do. And we prove that it's possible. We thank every one of you for your support, for participating in our chat groups, for writing the reviews we really love. Yesterday evening I received 2 of them for FX Levels and FX Power from a fantastic customer who really loves these tools, and I can't thank you enough for your support, because that's what helps us to be seen in the MQL5 market and what highlights the quality of our tools among all the other publishers. That's it. I don't trade this Friday because most of the pairs already moved a lot, as we can see in FX Dynamic and as we've already seen in our currency analyzers before. I don't expect any further moves because institutional investors expose any further risks on a Friday. That makes no sense, because whatever will Trump say at the weekend can cause serious gaps from Friday to Monday. So this is an unnecessary risk no one will take, and I'm one of that says, okay, I'm done with it. I'm happy with this week and these results, and so I close this trading week for now. Last but not least, I'd like to show you where you will find our latest morning briefing templates. They are as usual available here. I updated them yesterday evening, so you can just download them and copy the files to your profiles folder. And how to do that, I'll describe in detail in the next video, which will come later today. That said, the last weeks have been very intense with a very high workload, but it was worth the work, and we are happy to provide you with all the necessary stuff you need to master Forex trading in a very profitable way. And so I allow myself to have a few days off with the family, and so the next video will be published on next Thursday. I wish every one of you a great weekend, and I'm very happy to see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, see you, and bye bye.